crash and burn.
Hey everybody. So today I am going to be discussing the character of Lucy Fernandez from Degrassi Junior High all the way through to School's Out. Yeah, Lucy. Now she, if I'm not mistaken, she's American. She came from New York, if memory serves, and she likes to call everybody a fascist initially. Everything's so fascist. When she finds out that Stephanie K isn't allowed to dress the way that she dresses at school, she uses the word fascist again. She's like, wow, that's unbelievable. Like, I can't believe you're not allowed to dress how you want. And Steph's like, your parents just let you do that? And she's like, well, yeah, man, of course. My parents are loose. My parents are loose because when you're in grade 7, if your parents are loose, that means you're cool. And then, of course, Lucy ends up letting Stephanie over at her house right before they go to the school dance that she's supposed to, Stephanie's supposed to go to with Wheels. But then, because Lucy's parents are loose, she lets Stephanie get incredibly intoxicated off her parents' liquor. She drinks way too much and wrecks her date with Wheels. And that's kind of the person who Lucy is early on. She's just a little too free. And I think it's a big part of that is because she is a latchkey kid. Her parents are always working. She's always by herself. And she even runs into, what was that teacher's name? The creep that low-key molests her, sort of. Like, you know, he does a lot of shoulder touching because they're not going to go too far because this show was on the CBC. But nevertheless, yeah, what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember the teacher's name. But yeah, so her parents aren't even there for that. Like when she goes home and she's crying and she says like, Mom, Dad, and of course they aren't home. So this is going to lead her character to sort of make some really bad decisions because when you're 11 or 12 and essentially raising yourself, yeah, you're going to do things like you're going to take Vula shoplifting at what I believe was a Woolworths or maybe a Woolco of some kind. I'm not 100% sure where Lucy and Vula get pinched for shoplifting at, but it is like got a Woolco Woolworths vibe. If anybody ends up seeing this and you know where that store was actually, if it was a Woolco or if it was a Woolworths or if it was, I don't think it was a Zellers. Maybe it was a Zellers, but whatever it is, if anybody sees this and they know what the store was, put it in the comments. I would love to know. But then once she transitions out of sort of the little youthful young offender where she's shoplifting and she's letting her friends drink her parents' liquor and all that, Degrassi High Lucy becomes so much more responsible. She ends up really getting into film. She makes the kick-ass movie It Creeps, that's like one of my favorite episodes. Lucy Fernandez is the focus of one of my favorite episodes, and that of course is It Creeps, the feminist horror film that she's making where Caitlin plays the slasher who's killing everybody. I absolutely love that episode. I love the movie, and I like who Lucy transitions into. She goes, like I said, from being sort of like flying off the handle and low-key out of control, and she really grows into this serious student and a really solid friend. And I really like older Lucy compared to younger, more fashion-obsessed Lucy. As Lucy gets older, she lets go of the fashion aspects, like it isn't all about clothes like it was for her character earlier on. And she just becomes more of like a well-rounded person. She ends up dating Bronco, who I absolutely love, and they make like the cutest couple. And then, of course, as we know what happens to Lucy in School's Out, and of course they did some brilliant foreshadowing at the start of the movie where Bronco's filming her with his camcorder and he's like, Lucy Fernandez, class valedictorian, yada, yada, yada. And she's like, baby, my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. And of course, we know that, again, that's foreshadowing because at the end of the movie, we're not 100% sure if Lucy's gonna see again as the result of her going for a ride with Wheels after he got in a fight with Snake. And Wheels, of course, had been drinking and driving. He wipes out, kills a kid in another car, and he blinds Lucy. But then we do find out at, oh my God, Simon and Alexa. Thank God I forgot Alexa's name for a second. Simon and Alexa's wedding. You find out that she is doing a lot better and the bandages are coming off and she can see again. Now, later on with the Degrassi sort of redux that they started up in the early 2000s, where Linda Schuler and Kit Hood got the idea to reboot Degrassi because Emma, Spike's daughter, would be starting high school at that point. We find that Lucy is walking with a cane permanently as the result of the injuries that she sustained in the accident with Wheels. So Lucy does go through a lot and I've always loved Lucy. I always felt that she was one of the more solid characters on the show. She was sort of that person that you could always depend on. And I think, actually, that's where I'm going to leave it because this is running kind of long. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little over 5 minutes while I discuss the character of Lucy Fernandez from Degrassi Junior High all the way through to Degrassi Schools Out. Like always, if you love this character or you love this video, don't forget to go out and do something nice for somebody. But don't forget that you are amazing and you guys matter. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day or night or whatever.